Blue Archive. Yeah, listen, I know this video is months, and I mean months late. Now I am redoing this intro, so you know the footage here and the voice lines here are all very old, so they are like months, and I mean months ago. So some of this is like really old. Now if you do want to help and support my channel and get this video recommended more, consider like, subscribing, or commenting, as it for some reason YouTube's changing how your views count. So if you don't, do your like or comment, it's not going to count it for some reason. I don't know. Apparently that's what it says. That's what people have been saying. But as you know, this is Blue Archive Smash or Pass. If you've seen the past videos here, you know how chaotic, how unhinged, and how crazy I'm going to be getting in this video. And you probably know that this video is most definitely going to be putting me on YouTube's lines of sights where I might just get striked down. Now to start off this wonderful tier list and this fucking video, we have Kisaki. As you can see, we have this entire tier list now. We have every student, but Kisaki. If you know Kisaki, and I'm sure everybody knows Kisaki, Blue Archive players in particular, we all know we are fucking the shit out of Kisaki. Her cheepo, I mean, look at her cheepo. It is so tight to her body, right? You can literally see her boobs. It's tight to her body. You can see the back. Like, bro, I want the cheepo to stay on while I restless legs her, right? I'm gonna fuck her so much. I'm gonna take her straight to Pound Town, if I'm not careful, I'm gonna end up like Tito Ekun. But we are definitely fucking the shit out of Kisaki, Kisaki is very small, portable, cute, she's definitely the type I would fuck the shit out of and definitely would breed. I would breed her a lot. Her brain is definitely gonna be numbed out by a lot after all the restless eggs I give her and all the pounding I give her too. Obviously Kisaki, I'm pretty sure she'd probably be the one to dominate me while restless eggs, but if I want to be honest, I will let Kisaki drain me dry because holy shit, she is cute, small, funny, and honestly I would fuck the shit out of Kisaki too personally. And honestly I know Blue Archive players, we are definitely fucking Kisaki, And now next up we have Mina. Now Mina, I find her quite cute, if I want to be honest. I like her serious demeanor, right? I like how she's really serious. She's definitely the type of student that would definitely dominate me as a sensei. So without a reason, Mina is definitely going in the dominate me tier, as she definitely seems like the strict type, if you think about it. She definitely seems like the serious attorney general type of stuff. So I could definitely see Mina definitely dominating me, and over time it's just me fucking her and giving her the plap treatment, and sooner or later I'll probably break that shell of seriousness and she'll just be a cute little girl, not cute, no, she's cute, just a cute girl just wanting more segs. She's definitely gonna drain me dry either way. So now for Saya, Year of the Rat. Okay, if you guys want to be honest, I am also Year of the Rat, so I kind of like Saya quite a bit. As much as I find her a little bit, I guess, quirky, right? Quirky would fit it, right? She's very cute, right? She's very cute. I could definitely feel like she would definitely make a potion that is a aphrodisiac, obviously. Obviously, if you have all seen Femme Sensei, yeah, she's definitely the type of person that would turn you into Femme Sensei and then give herself the meat rod, and definitely fuck the shit out of you. So for that reason, she would definitely dominate me within that aspect. Same for her casual outfit. Her casual outfit, very hot in my opinion. I really like her casual outfit. I also like the art that they give us. Like what was it? She's eating ramen, right? She's cute in a way, right? Now, obviously, there are quite a few things that people don't like rats. They don't like her rat her for I don't know, because there is something about rats in the Blue Archive community about these guys. But it's whatever. I really like Saya, so for that reason, Saya is definitely going in the dominate me tier, whether it be in her usual outfit or the dominate me or her casual tier. She's definitely gonna fuck me. or I'm the one that's gonna be fucking her. She's definitely there's gonna be a lot of pounding in Pound Town. Obviously, you know, she's definitely cute. I would definitely like her outfit to stay on for that reason. I would definitely fuck the shit out of her and definitely would give her lots of happiness. I would definitely give her a lot of children too, where she can also do more experiments and create more potions of weird shit. But yeah. Next up we have Mommy Milf Shun. Now, Mommy Shun, oh boy, I want to suck on those big knockers, those big melon badonkadonks, coconut melon boys. I honestly, I want to suck on them. I want to sleep on them, kiss them. I want to caress them. Everything, you know, everything that a man would do with breasts, I would do with Shun. Obviously, she has it. She has the boobs. All right. Shun would definitely be very good at tit jobs, but knowing Shun, she'd probably not be that well with tit jobs. But hey, that's fine with me. Shun is definitely fuckable. I would definitely fuck Shun in her adult form. Now, going for her cunny form, yeah, I'm going to adopt small Shun. I'm going to adopt Shunny. Shunny is definitely very cute, very daughter-like. You know, if I were to fuck the shit out of adult Shun, I would really hope that Shunny would be our creation, our child, right? So that way I can take care of Shunny while Shun takes care of the other kids at the workplace. So yeah, that's why I will be adopting Shunny, and I will be fucking Shun, because, well, I mean, plus we can always create more, right? I mean, we can always recreate the populace of Kivatos, you know. We could always have more students, you know. If I remember correct, it is a sensei's obligation and duty to fuck and breed their students. Now, Kokona, restless sex. Coconut, yes. Coconut will be receiving my nuts, my seed, my everything. Her hair is definitely going to get very much more whiter than it normally is. If I want to be honest, her clothes is very tight on her usual body. Her small, cute, portable body, I would definitely fuck the shit out of Shunny. Not Shunny. You see, now I'm just slurring my words. But I would definitely fuck the shit out of Coconut. Coconut, very cute, very small, very portable. Right. I'm gonna give her the. You know, I'm definitely gonna go plop plop plop. You know, I'm gonna definitely get her pregnant. You know, definitely gonna fill the daycare with children, right? We're definitely gonna fill the daycare with this one, guys. Shunny, I mean, well, yeah, we're definitely gonna create a whole new daycare for her, so she can keep being a teacher like she wants to be. So I am getting very dangerous to the line of just getting my channel taken off entirely. But you know what, we gotta keep going. We gotta keep going. You know, yikes. And now Rumi definitely, she's definitely in the dominate me tier, right? I know Rumi can cook, so I'm gonna let Rumi cook. All right, Rumi could definitely dominate me with her cooking. She could, you know, I would really like it if I could use her as my plate, and you know, I could eat off her body. I'm really pushing the line today, huh? But Rumi, I would let's see, what you know the helpful fox Senko-san. That's what I feel like Rumi would be, right? I would definitely like to put her ear in my mouth, if I want to be the fox ear, you know, the ones off her hair, right? Those ones. I would definitely like to put that in my mouth. I don't know why. I don't know why. It looks like I could put it in my mouth. I would definitely lick it. So now Cunny Rumi, or I don't know, you know, Cunny Rumi, small Rumi, definitely Rumi, small Rumi. I would adopt small Rumi. You know, although she is very small, she's very cute, right? I feel like small Rumi would definitely cook for me, right? And I could dote on her like a father, right? You know, and small Rumi definitely is very cute, right? She's really cute. I just want to hug her, cuddle her, you know, pamper her, right? Like all the other students in the adoption section, right? I definitely want to cuddle. I definitely want to cuddle all of them, give them kisses, you know, send them off to school, get them an education, you know, like a good father would, you know, because it seems to me there is absolutely zero fathers for any of these students. So you know what? We gotta fix that. Now Reijo, holy. If you've seen her L2D, yeah, you already know what we're doing. You know, we're gonna be kung fu fighting while sex. Yeah. I'm really gonna go. I'm really just gonna go You know, and I don't think I'm gonna and I don't think anything's gonna be able to pull me out or stop me whatsoever, because if I want to be honest, Reijo is getting all of this meat. She is getting pounded and pounded over and over again until honestly either I give out or I go limp. So Reijo is definitely getting fucked a whole lot in every single pose that I can get her in. Now for Kaguya, I see the vision, guys. All right, I see the vision. All right, she's definitely fuckable. She will definitely dominate me. She's cute. She has big boobs. Her thighs would definitely, I would definitely like to be between her thighs. You know, in terms of cuddling, I want my body to be between the thighs and my face with on her boob, like between her boobs. Obviously, that is the best spot and best sleeping position in my opinion. So you know, that's definitely what me and Kaguya would be doing. I find her very hot, very hot. I'm pretty sure a lot of us can agree with me that she is indeed hot. All right, so yeah, she's hot. She's very hot. Okay, so next up is Kai. Now Kai is quite insane, so for that reason they would be very much be able to dominate me, and I am definitely not getting away. You know, I feel like they would tie me up, probably put a muzzle on my mouth to make sure I can't scream, probably tie my legs, tie my my hands and arms to the top of the bed frames, right, as they you know, get on top of me and just like, you know, start fucking. But you know, she would definitely drain me dry. She has the boobs, she has the thighs, she would definitely is the fuckable type. So for that reason, she is definitely going into dominate me tier. So I just know I'm not gonna win against her, obviously. So yeah. So yeah, it's not gonna be a good time for me at all. So but you know, it's probably tight, it's probably blissful, but yeah. Now Sherino, let's see. Well, you know, I could really you know, we could I mean she's really you thought I was gonna put her in Restless Sex tier? No, I'm sorry, but I'm adopting Sherino. Listen, the reason being, she is a very powerful small girl, right? It's basically lolly version of Stalin. Lolly version of nope, not Hitler. Stalin. She's the lolly version of Stalin. Okay, and for that reason, her New Year form and her hot spring form is definitely cute, right? Which is the reason why I would adopt her. She's very cute. She has a lot of power, which is why, you know, I could keep her. I could raise her. I could feed her a lot of pudding that she wants. You know, I know Sherino loves pudding, so Sherino can get all the pudding that she wants. Now next up is Tomoe. Tomoe is very much a breedable character. We will be very much breeding her motherly womb, and I will breed Tomoe as much as I can. And honestly, Tomoe is very hot, very sexually appealing, and honestly, I will be pounding her pussy. Yes, I will be pounding the Tomoe. Yeah, and honestly, nothing's gonna stop me. What's gonna stop me from not pounding Tomoe? You know, Tomoe very much has a motherly type of feeling, very much like the mother for Sherino, which is why I will be pounding Tomoe, and I will very much be able to make sure that I fill her motherly womb, and I will make sure her motherly womb is so filled that she cannot get enough and she would want more. Yes, that's right. I'm gonna make sure I also pin Tomoe down and pound her as well. And honestly, I don't think it'll probably stop me at all. And I will make sure to breed with her as much as possible and make sure I give her the mating press. Yeah, Tomoe breeding is possible and it will be happening. And I will make sure I breed with Tomoe as much as possible because honestly, Tomoe is very breedable. Now Marina is actually quite cute and Marina is very much breedable. I'll very much be breeding Marina as her thighs are very much big, and honestly I like her tomboyish you know, feeling. You know, her tomboyish you know, feeling is very cute, very breedable. You know, I low-key wanna you know, plant my face on her and, you know, sleep on her and definitely give her a lot of plop, especially her chi pao form. Now both her chi pao form and her normal outfit are definitely going in the Restless Sex tier for the reason being that they are just really sexy. If I want to be honest, they are hot, sexy. I would fuck both of them without a doubt, and to be honest, I don't think I'm gonna be surviving because honestly I think I will be drained dry after I finish fucking those two and giving them a literal road trip through Pound Town and giving them lots of children. honestly, it's probably gonna be a fun time and a very enjoyable time as I continue to fuck them. So yeah, you know, honestly, especially with her chi pao are very tight around her body as well. Could definitely, she would definitely, you know, be a very suitable mother, you know, a mother of 10, maybe 30, maybe 100, you know. So I'm definitely getting drained dry by a lot after I finish, you know, filling Marina up quite a bit. You know, her dress is gonna be very white, including her hair. Her hair might get a little sticky, but that's fine with me. You know, plus, even if she goes to the shower, I guess we can continue in the shower as well. So yeah. Now next up we have Nodoka. Now Nodoka is very cute, I guess she gives me that daughter-like vibes, obviously, you know. Nodoka is very cute. If I want to be honest, I really like Nodoka as a daughter type of student, you know. Obviously I do say this stuff about all the students I put in the adopt section, of course, you know. I always say that I'm gonna adopt them, and yeah, it's true, you know. I see them more of a daughter type character than someone who's actually fuckable, like Kisaki, right? Because like they don't give that appeal, right? But the girls in the adopt section, they give like that cutesy girl needing a father type of feeling, right? You know, I could definitely take care of her quite a lot. You know, probably give her lots of pampering like a father would. Probably praise them, probably feed them. What do you mean probably? Of course I would feed her, you know, feed her as much food as she wants, as much food, whatever she likes, you know. Her hot spring form also very, very cute. Something I'd expect a daughter to wear to, you know, to go to like someplace like a festival, right? Especially in hot springs, stuff like that. Her outfit is very cute. So for that reason, I would very much adopt Nodoka, no matter her, you know, what she's wearing. Obviously, she's very cute, very daughter-like. So yeah, she's in the adoption section. Now next up is Shigeru. Now here's the thing, Shigeru is very, very cute, very hot, and I really like her, to be honest. She's a fox, and I really like foxes. I've been more in the appeal for foxes, wolves, dogs, cats, mainly those types of animals who take like a human form. But Shigeru is very different, right? She has that. I like the hair. I like the concept of her design. She's really cute. An avid hardcore drinker. You know, definitely would have drunken sex. Probably would. Shigeru would probably be the type of person to bring like you know, vodka like and start drinking mid-session during sex, and she would definitely be drinking all of it just to have more fun, right? And you know what, if she needs a drinking partner, I'll be her drinking partner, right? You know, we can be drinking buddies. We can talk about our issues on the world. We can talk about our issues on real life stuff. But hey, I definitely like Shigeru. Shigeru is definitely cute, and I like Shigeru quite a lot. So you know what, Shigeru is definitely getting plopped. So yeah. Yeah, she's without a doubt getting plopped. Now for Shigeru's hot spring form, very cute, right? She's very cute, which is for that reason why she's gonna go up there, right? So the reason is she's really, really, right? If you've seen Shigeru's hot spring version, you would know she's really she's really cute, especially her L2D. I would definitely join her in the futon, and we're definitely gonna be clapping a lot, you know. We're definitely gonna be drinking, we're definitely gonna be clapping, we're definitely gonna be clapping it, whether in bed, the hot springs, the shower. We are definitely gonna be avid segs, so you know, we're definitely gonna be drunken segs, hot spring segs, bed segs, you know, the usual. You know, I definitely like her quite a lot. I feel like I would probably like to nibble on her ears, right? Or maybe get her scent. Fuck, I would definitely cuddle her a lot to mask myself in her scent. So yeah, she's definitely a smash. Now next up we have Meru. Not the succubus Meru, this Meru. Yeah, listen, Meru is without a doubt a smash, without a doubt. You know, definitely restless eggs tier. You know, I really like Meru. She's small, portable, very cute, very funny. I really like the fact she's got a very cunny, smug type of facial expression whenever she like does her little smile. It kind of reminds me of Mitsuki quite a bit. A little bratty, cunny that needs correction, of course. So that's why Meru is obviously going in restless eggs tier, you know. And then Meru's hot spring form. Hot spring form, very, very cute, right? Very how can I say? She's very smug, right? She's very smug. in that, outfit, which I kind of find cute and pretty hot. So, she's definitely getting fucked without a doubt. She's definitely getting a first class trip to Pound Town. So she's definitely getting plop, 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 get pregnant, get pregnant. Could probably make a whole illustration team with her. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, next up, we have Momoji, who immediately goes into the adoption section because holy shit, she is actually fucking cute. If you've seen the event, she is really cute. So adorable, so cuddly. I really just want to cuddle her, hold her together. She really is so cute. Dare I say, she even rivals the cuteness of Ibuki? Okay, maybe that's going a little too far, but still, Momiji is very cute. I would very much treat her like my daughter. I would pamper her quite a lot. Probably send her to school. Give her her lunch in a bento. And next up we have Minori. Now Minori, she's quite I guess she's quite convincing, right? She well, in my opinion, she feels quite a convincing character. She could definitely use her megaphone to do some ASMR on me. Definitely could dominate me in bed. So Minori could definitely win in terms of segs. So yeah, that's why Minori is gonna go in the dominate me tier, because Minori would definitely, she would definitely get on top of me, probably strip me, probably tie me down too. Probably would use the megaphone as probably tied to my mouth or something like a chokehold. But yeah, I guess that's what Minori would probably do. Minori is very cute though, so yeah. Now next up is Yakumo. Now honestly, I would give Yakumo a family of 8. Honestly, she is very cute, fluffy. Her ears are fluffy as shit. Her tail, she has a fluffy tail. All right, so I definitely want to be like Helpful Fox Senko-san's main character, right? Where I just like cuddle the shit out of the tail, right? I really like, the tail is so fluffy. I just want to cuddle it. I want to bury my face in it. Her ears, I definitely want to play with her ears a lot with my hands, right? Rub my hands against her ear or something like that with my individual fingers. It would be so nice, so fluffy, so smooth and so cuddly, right? I could make her warm by cuddling with her, right? It could definitely make her a mother of 8. Could definitely make her a whole pack of puppies. So that's why she's going in family of 8 tier. So Yakumo definitely a smash. Now next up we have Takane. Now Takane is pretty cute. She's small, red hair. Definitely seems like she has a bit of issues when it comes to talking to people, which is why she's going in the adoption section. I can fix her. Obviously we can teach her. We can definitely give her some parental guidance, obviously, because it is the duty of a sensei to take care of their students no matter what and no matter how bad it is. So without a doubt, Takane is going in the adoption section because, well, she's cute. So yeah. Now next up is everybody's favorite policewoman, Kana. Now Kana is very cute in my opinion. She's very cute. I like her L2D quite a lot, especially since the fact we're drinking with Kana. So Kana could definitely be a drinking buddy or a very good coworker. So for that reason, she's going up there in the tier list. And Kana is really, in my opinion, she has some good assets, right? She has some pretty big assets. She may be serious and ruthless, but you know what? Deep down, we can crack that shell and make sure she can have more than one pup. So yeah, that's pretty much what we would do with her. Kana's swimsuit form is undoubtedly really hot because it shows off how much assets she have. I mean, look how big those badonker melons are. Like, if I want to be honest, very much would. I would love her swimsuit to stay on as we have segs. It would be really nice and comfortable as I, fuck her. Definitely in both holes, without a doubt. Both holes are definitely going to be filled, and I'm filling both holes. I'm going to make sure her little swimsuit is covered in more white than it already has. So, the Kana swimsuit is a definite smash. Now, Kanaka is a very much unserious student, which is why, for the reasons, she is going to be in Restless Seg. Now, the thing is, she is very cute. She gives off this small Gyaru kind of feeling, right? She kind of has that kind of feeling to her. She definitely has assets, right? I like her school uniform, obviously. Her hair, quite funny. I like the fact that she has a mask too. Like, what do you plan on using the mask for? She could definitely use that mask whenever she wants to give a blowjob. So, that props to her, I guess. Next up, we have Kirino. Now, Kirino is quite cute. You know, she kind of has that innocence type of smile, you know, whenever I see her. She's kind of a klutz, but you know, that's fine with me, right? She's really cute, funny, you know. Sometimes she might get herself in a little trouble. Sometimes she might get herself a little chained up with her own, you know, handcuffs, but you know, that's fine because I want to be honest, she can most definitely use those handcuffs on me and definitely lock me up, probably during mid segs. But you know, she definitely does run and work out a lot, so it definitely would be grippy. So she is quite cute. If I want to be honest, she kind of reminds me a bit of Kiana Castellana type of feeling, a little bit of that, you know. But you know, she's really cute, right? And her swimsuit form just really works as well. You know, her lifeguard, she gives her that lifeguard type of feeling. You know, I'm pretty sure that is what they were going for. But very cute, very would protect. You know, so you know, swimsuit Kirino, very cute. You know, I would definitely like the swimsuit to stay on too. You know, especially since it's purple. You know, especially the fact that her shirt is also see-through. You know, Kirino is just asking to get plopped, you know. But yeah, I mean, we also have her idol uniform, which honestly, Kirino's idol uniform, very, very interesting, right? You know, they give her like a few donuts on her outfit for the police. And we all know Fubuki would definitely eat those, so you know, Kirino's definitely smashable without a doubt. You know, very, very much would smash Kirino. Now next up is Fubuki. Fubuki is quite small, portable, quite cute. You know, she is very much the lazy type of cop, you know, which is why her normal form, her swimsuit form, and her idol form all go in Restless Seg. Now you see, the thing is, all I have to do is just buy her off with a donut and I'll be perfectly fine to get her pregnant. Honestly, I could keep fucking her and would never get tired as long as I am given an energy drink with a donut, and we'd probably be fine. You know, as long as I pay her in donuts, she will be technically also be stacking donuts on top of it too, you know. So just going plop, plop, plop. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say about that. Now next up we have Miyako. Now Miyako is really, really fucking cute, really hot. You know, I like the bunny ears, I like the rabbits. You know what? Whether it be mating season for the rabbits, you know what? I'm fucking Miyako, whether you like it or not. Honestly, Miyako is really a fuckable student and the most fertile student in my opinion. She is definitely the most fertile student within Kivatos because honestly, she is a rabbit. Her swimsuit form does her justice, and honestly, I want the swimsuit form to stay on the entire time we're having segs. Obviously, we're gonna be having the most, we are gonna be having the most energetic, most fun, most rough, baby making segs. We're definitely gonna make a lot of children. We're definitely gonna make a lot of rabbit babies. You know, me and Miyako, I'm definitely not gonna let go. I'm gonna make sure I hold her hands tight while I give her the doggy style with it on top, and then probably reverse cowgirl on top as well. You know, maybe Miyako will like it a lot. Honestly, in my opinion, Miyako's gonna definitely enjoy having a whole new platoon of rabbit squad to train as well. So Miyako definitely smash. You know, I'm definitely creating an entire family and a new entire rabbit squad with Miyako entirely. So yeah, Miyako is definitely gonna get a lot of plapping, a lot of plap plap plap. You know, I'm probably gonna make sure I'm most likely gonna end up dying of being drained of all of my sperm, and you know, Miyako is definitely getting all of it. You know, now next up we have Saki. Is very much breedable. She has the hand motion. She knows what to do. Obviously, you know, she knows how to work her hands. She can obviously get down and you know do the work. Obviously, you know, Saki definitely fuckable. You know, definitely cute. I find Saki quite cute in my opinion. So you know, that's why Saki's base form is going to be smash. Her swimsuit form is also quite cute in my opinion. Her swimsuit form definitely brings out a bit of that eroticness, right? That I guess that would work, right? A bit of that. I like how the top part of her swimsuit is very seems pretty tight to her body, so you can see her assets fairly easily, right? So for that reason, her swimsuit form definitely getting smashed, getting plopped, especially during rabbit mating season. I'm definitely gonna mate with every single rabbit squad member, so that's definitely the fact. Now next up is Moe. If I want to be honest, I'm gonna ram my dick into her. Honestly, I am fucking her. Yep, without a doubt. If I want to be honest, I like her personality, low-key. I like the fact that she kind of is sort of like the crazy type, but you know what, that's fine with me. I don't mind that. I can deal with crazy. I can fix her. It's either I get fixed or she can fix me, or I can fix her. But either way, someone's getting their cheeks clapped either way, and it's definitely gonna be Moe's cheeks that I'm gonna clap. I'm probably gonna make sure I can make a whole rabbit squad with her. Probably fill up that helicopter that she has. Gotta make sure she got a whole platoon. Side gunners, co-pilot. Even a medic on standby in the helicopter just in case. So definitely, her swimsuit form does her quite well. If I want to be honest, I like her swimsuit form. Swimsuit form kind of brings out that eroticness, in my opinion. I love the fact that she literally wears a fucking jacket that's like that only covers her boobs and then panties, and that's it. Oh yeah, and the fact that she has a pool noodle the size of a fucking missile or a torpedo. But we're gonna ignore that because either way, we are definitely breeding Moe. Moe is definitely gonna get bred, breeding, lots of breeding, mating season. I'm definitely breeding rabbits. Rabbit squad is definitely going to get a lot of breeding, so Moe is not escaping whatsoever. Now next up we have Miyu. Now Miyu is very cute, very cuddly. She definitely has a few issues that we can definitely fix out. She may be invisible to others, but to us senseis, we can see her clear as day. Obviously, I will be adopting Miyu and I will take care of Miyu. Miyu will no longer be living in a trash can, as she will have a proper bedding with teddy bear bed covering and a teddy bear plush next to her. She will also have a rabbit as her blanket, like those blankets with rabbits on them. Yeah, that's gonna be her blanket. Yeah, I'm basically gonna pamper the shit out of Miyu, honestly, because I really like Miyu a lot. I see her a lot like a daughter character. Like I see her a lot like my daughter. So Miyu is definitely getting adopted here. I'm definitely gonna give Miyu a lot of fun and love. Definitely gonna treat her right. Her swimsuit form, I don't really see it as a sexual thing. I see it more cute, right? We can this basically gives us the opportunity to take Miyu to the beach, have some fun at the beach, maybe have some fun at the pool, go fishing together. Maybe the seagulls won't bother her if I'm there protecting her. We know damn well the seagulls are probably going to be targeting both of us, but hey, that comes with the perks of adopting Miyu as my daughter. So I'm definitely going to be taking care of Miyu quite a lot. She won't be eating out of cans anymore. She'll be eating out of plate. She'll be getting fresh food every day, so that's definitely a big upgrade from living outside instead of camping. So yeah. Now next up we have Yukino from the Fox platoon. Now I really like foxes, so she's definitely going to be getting one hell of a pounding. I'm definitely going to fill her up in both holes. If I want to be honest, I'm going to be making a whole fox squad, another fox platoon, if I want to be honest. Yeah, an entire new fox platoon is definitely going to be made, so she's definitely going in restless eggs tier. I'm going to fuck the shit out of Yukino's brains out, honestly. She's definitely going to be having a belly whenever she goes on missions. There won't be a single second without her being pregnant. I'm going to make sure she is filled up to the brim and make sure my white creamy milk powder will definitely be inside of her whenever or wherever she goes. So yeah, I'm going to make sure she isn't a second without my sperm inside her. Now next up is Nico. Nico is a very cute pink-haired fox girl. Fox girls are pretty nice, so you know what? She can also get a set of poundings as well. So she's definitely getting plapped. She's definitely gonna have a bunch of children. We're gonna make sure the fox platoon turns into a fox empire, because why not? It is a sensei's duty to make sure they breed their students to help the declining birth rate in Kivotos. Next up is Kurumi. Now Kurumi kind of reminds me like Serika. She's like a yellow version of Serika, a quite angry little kitten that we can fix, obviously. So Kurumi can go up in restless eggs. Obviously Kurumi will probably be easy to fix, and without a doubt definitely easy to tame and train. Without a doubt, she's definitely going to be ending up squeezing me dry. So now next up we have Otogi. Really cute. Otogi kind of feels like a child to me, but you know what? Otogi can go in the restless eggs section. The reason being, she's simply really cute, and without a doubt she will definitely be part of the mating squad, the mating platoon. I'm definitely mating with the entire platoon, making a whole, we're definitely gonna remake the First Order, but with Fox platoon. Fox platoon is definitely gonna get a whole new rework. We're definitely gonna get them a lot of kids. They're definitely gonna be giving a huge birth rate. Birth rate is gonna skyrocket within the Fox platoon. So yeah, she's definitely getting plebed. All of them are getting plebed. Now here is Saudi. Saori is very hot, very mommy-like. She practically raised the entirety of Aria's squad. I really like Saori quite a lot. And the reason for this is because she reminds me of Ado quite a lot. Ado Min's rise up because this should be Ado's world. Now, here is some small lore drop. You want to know how long I've been listening to Ado? Since 2018. Yeah, pre-Yusewa. Very, very long time since I've been, listening to Ado. I remember getting into Ado such a long time ago, and I was interested a lot. Up to recently, I've never been able to buy any of her merch until recently, whenever she released her recent plushie. So yeah, now I have that. Here's the picture of it. It's sleeping on my bed. I usually tuck it in my bed. Yeah, listen, I treat that thing like a holy trinity item. I treat it like my family heirloom. So yeah, but this isn't about Ado right now. But who knows? Maybe I'll make a Japanese singer tier list in the future. Now, Saori's dress is very sexy. I really wish she would keep her dress on a lot so I can keep clapping her. Honestly, we could probably make an entire new Aria squad so Saori can obviously train this squad. Now, thanks to this, her dress is very, very revealing in my opinion. I really like her. I really like the fact that it's like that. I am a fan and I'm being fan serviced and I love it. So you know what? Saudi for the win. So yeah. Now next up we have her swimsuit form. Finally, until recently we finally got her swimsuit form, which is very nice and I'm very happy about that. So very much a smash. Definitely would smash in her swimsuit form without a doubt. I gotta make sure we gotta make it a whole new Aria squad. So yeah. Now next up is Misaki. Very cute, very, I guess you could say, covered in bandages, but hey, you know what? I can fix her. In my opinion, I think she's the type of girl that likes getting hurt, so if she's a masochist, then I guess that could work. Because if I want to be honest, I'm sadistic at sometimes, if you've seen some of my videos. But we could definitely fix Misaki. She's fixable, alright? She's very fixable. And I feel as a sensei, it is within our right to fix and, teach her that her ways are, wrong. I'm definitely not beating anything after this, but Misaki is cute, and cute Misaki needs to be pampered. Yeah. And Misaki's swimsuit form doesn't make it any better for me, because if I want to be honest, holy shit, look at them legs, look at that belly, just out in the open asking to be licked. I'm gonna lick her like I'm so sorry for that. I'm so sorry if I just violated some of you guys' ears with that, but that is very much what I'm going to be doing with Misaki in her swimsuit form. And next up we have Hiyori. Now Hiyori is very cute, very lovable, and the reason for this is because of her L2D. I mean, if you look at it, her tummy is exposed. Now when I see her tummy, all I just want to do is go and yeah. I'm so sorry again, but Hiyori is very lovable, very fixable. I feel like she would be a very great mother, in my opinion, and I would definitely be sucking on her boobs because I want her milk. I want mommy. I want boobies. I want thighs. I want mommy to cuddle me. So yeah, that's why Hiyori is going up there. Now Hiyori's swimsuit form really does not make it better for me whatsoever, because whenever I see that swimsuit form, all I know is
plop, 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 plop. Get pregnant, get pregnant, get pregnant, get pregnant, get pregnant, get pregnant, get pregnant.
look at the curves, look at that belly. It may be a little overflowing on her panties, but hey, nothing too bad about a little bit of meat. Alright, I mean the boobs are quite big, so I definitely like to suck on those two giant melons quite a bit. So without a doubt, she's definitely getting smashed. She's definitely gonna get railed, you know. And next we have Atsuko. Now Atsuko is going to be reaching Restless Eggs tier mainly for the fact that, well, she's cute. I like Atsuko. Until recently, I got to actually see her L2D, which is really nice. And honestly, how the fuck have I not gotten to see her L2D until now? I really like her L2D. I really like Atsuko as a character. I kind of find her pure, innocent, and a very lovable and cuttable character that I would very much pamper and love with everything I've got. That saying, her swimsuit form is also very cute. I like the dress. It kind of brings more like a veil of innocence around her, kind of like a little cute cuteness. It adds to her cuteness, obviously. And, you know, Atsuko is definitely worth it. So for that reason, Atsuko is definitely getting bred. Now, next up is one of the most mysterious students, and one that we still don't have the full lore about to this day. The GSC president, the General Student Council president, who I also happen to think she is practically a Rona in disguise. Miss Blue Archive herself, because honestly, she might be the Blue Archive. Now, Miss President over here is definitely going in the restless seg situation, mainly due to the fact that, well, looking at her outfit and looking at her face, yeah, we are definitely going to be creating more than one Arona. I'm going to be making sure I make more than one Arona with the president, and the president will very much have a full tummy. I will make sure her tummy is always filled and never empty. Now, next up, we have our girl Rinny, or Rin, our stand-in General Student Council president. Now, Rin is very cute. I like her design quite a lot, and I find her quite hot. Now, her appeal is very much cool. I like the fact that she low-key just wants to make sure there is order in Kivotos and trying to protect those important. Now, obviously, she does care about Sensei a lot, so I'm pretty sure she would also know about the declining birth rate in Kivotos and would very much take it up to herself to also help with the declining issue. She'd probably also be able to make up more than one baby, so yeah, we are definitely breeding Rin. Now, Rin in her ARC uniform, very appealing. I like how cool it is. Honestly, they even gave her a whole fucking cape, and honestly, that shit is drippy. I definitely like the tightness that the suit has. It kind of has this more feminine woman, strong, independent woman type of feeling, so I'm definitely willing to smash her in that outfit. Would definitely love to give her a bunch, and I mean a bunch of children inside of that outfit. I'm definitely going to make sure she is soaked and covered in my wet creamy powder. I'm going to make sure she is so covered that she will be sticky and no matter what. Honestly, I want to also get between those thighs, and I want to latch onto her and bury my face within her boobs. That's not even a joke. Now, next up we have Momoka. Now, Momoka is very cute, small, and very much cunny. For that reason, she's going in the planet population tier. Now, here's the thing. She's really cute. She's very small. She's very portable. If you've seen her ARC uniform, you'd understand very much. That body is made to be breedable, and we are very much breeding with Momoka. Now, Momoka in her ARC uniform is very cute. Honestly, that tail is definitely, she is definitely going to be using that tail to hold me down tight, as well as make sure that she drains me dry. So, you know, Momoka in her ARC uniform is very much smashable. Momoka is definitely going to get smashed a whole lot, and I will make sure she is bred a whole lot. In fact, I might just give her more than one child. She'll have 20 children. No, 50 children. You know what? I'll just give her as much as she wants, because she will be definitely dominating me without any, you know, resistance, I guess. Now, next up we have Ayumo. Now, Ayumo is very cute and pretty. I've seen her in her ARC uniform, and for that reason, I'm giving her a family of 8. Every day when I log in and do my daily quests, I get to see Ayumo, and all I can think about whenever I see her is, god damn, those honker knockers, those badonker banarkers, you know, the melons, the round squishy marshmallows, you know. I always think to myself, damn, her back pain must be immaculate right now, because there's no way her back is not in pain from those huge mommy milkers that make me want to go cuddle and suck on them. Now, for this reason, I'm going to very much be plapping her and mating with her without a doubt. It is student mating season. I'm going to be mating with Ayumo, and I'm going to make sure she has so many kids that the paperwork load that she gets every day will very much well, lessened over the time. And her ARC uniform doesn't make my arousal even better. It actually makes it even worse, because now in that tight ARC uniform, yeah, I'm definitely fucking the shit out of her. I am holding onto her wings, I'm holding onto her waist, I'm holding onto her boobs as I give her the restless segs, and I'm definitely gonna be making her a planet population so I can make sure she has as much kids as she wants. And plus, it would probably lighten the load of her paperwork every day. Yeah. Now, next up is closed-eyed Kaya. Now, Kaya definitely deserves to be corrected, but she would definitely dominate me. Correction. I'm going to be correcting her and make her think she's dominating me, but in reality, I'm just getting what I want, and I'm gonna make sure I put my seed within her so that way she can be corrected, and that way I can make sure that she's not trying to start some shit up again. Because I think if you all know last time what happened in Volume F, she tried to do something, got her ass betrayed, and now she's in hiding, I think. But now, if I get my seed in her, she can't run away, and I can stop her, and I can pretty much put her on a leash. I'm gonna make sure I breed her so much that she can't escape. And I'm gonna make sure she's so attached that she won't be able to leave. Now next up we have Aoi. Now while Aoi seems quite the strict type of girl who likes order, we can easily break her. That's not even a joke. Even if I was joking, she has quite a lot of elegance to her when it comes to her outfit. Very long skirt that reaches her ankles, or well, close to her ankles at least. Well, more like it reaches to her feet still, but like, hey, it's still just enough to where we can still see her feet. She does carry a handgun, which is not that bad. Her outfit is quite elegant, so you know what's gonna stop me from having my way with her. Definitely gonna have a lot of children with Aoi, so she's definitely going in the Restless Eggs tier as I pound away inside her Aoi tussie. Now next up we have Sumomo. Sumomo is very small, very cuddleable, very cute, very cuddable, you know. Aoi is definitely going in the adoption section, mainly for the reason that she's very small, very daughter-like, I could say. You know, I see her more of a daughter, to be honest. You know, she's very cute, right? She's very adorable. I would definitely keep her around a lot. Probably read her some bedtime stories. Probably sing Rockabye Baby to her. And then probably, I don't know, do her hair, right? You know, is that what people do, right? You like tie her hair, do her hair, like comb her hair and stuff like that. That's what I would do. So yeah, Sumomo is getting adopted. Now next up we have Haine. Now Haine is very much pretty. She has big titties and obviously can eat a lot, which is why I'll be making sure she's stacking donuts on it. And I'm definitely gonna make sure it is, well, I'm gonna make sure I'm very much drained dry after, you know, having Restless Eggs with her. Obviously, I will be very much dry, and I very much will be having a fun time making sure she gets pregnant and she has many children. It's not gonna be a good time for me, but hey. Now next up we have Sora. Now Sora is very cute, has a big forehead, and is very much lovable. I get to see her every day whenever I log in and do my dailies. And you know what? I'll adopt Sora. Sora was very much adoptable. You know, she treats you very well. She treats us senseis very well every day in the morning, working hard, you know, in the convenience store. And you know what? We don't appreciate Sora just enough. So I'm going to adopt Sora, give her a meal every day, and pamper her with lots of love and kisses. So yeah, Sora is definitely getting adopted here. Now next up we have everyone's brattiest student and the brattiest AI daughter that we ever have, Arona. Arona is so fucking bratty. I hate this girl. Every time I try to do a Blue Archive pulls, she does nothing but give me blue and yellow. This bratty little student, I'm gonna blow her. Wait. No, not blow her. I'm going to correct her. I'm going to correct her so hard. I'm going to pounce on her. I'm going to pin her down. I'm going to do in, out, plap, plap, plap. The bed is going to break more than once. We might just need to move to a new building because I might just tear the whole building down while giving her the massive correction. And I will correct this damn cunny so much that this cunny will not be able to stand anymore. I'm going to make sure she won't be able to walk for a few months. Better yet, I'm going to correct her so much that she'll have more than one kid. She will have 20 different kids, and I will make sure that this cunny is corrected, that she never gives any other sensei blue and yellows ever again, so that all Blue Archive senseis can forever have the good pulls, and hopefully forever. Now next up we have the superior, my beloved AI daughter, Plana, and I will very much be adopting Plana. Unlike Arona, her blue counterpart, Plana is not bratty. She is not selfish. I love Plana a lot, and I will give Plana a lot of head pets, give her a lot of love, cuddle her every night, sleep with her every night. I will give Plana so much love that she might just forget about the sensei of her timeline. Okay, maybe that's going a little too far, but still, I mean, someone's gotta fill in the space, right? Someone's gotta give Plana a lot of love, gotta give her a lot of care, you know? So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be giving Plana a lot of love. I'm gonna, you know, take care of her real nice. I'm gonna, you know, love her a lot. I'm gonna, you know, cuddle her, you know, tuck her into bed, you know, yeah, you know, I'm gonna take care of her real well. Now next up we have Rabu. Rabu is very cute, very funny, and honestly, she kind of reminds me of a high school gangster. Not gonna lie. You know, kind of like what you see on the mangas, like when you're reading like a slice of life high school manga. There's always at least one or two characters that are like the fucking delinquent, the delinquent type. Especially Rabu. Rabu is technically the delinquent leader of the Helmet Gang. So you know, or wait, is she? No, I don't think she's a leader. I think she's just a member. But Rabu is definitely cute. You know, her swimsuit form very sexually arousing. You know, she has boobs, obviously. Tummy, her tummy just makes you want to go. You know, she's very cute, definitely very smashable, you know. She's a very cool character, you know, very much. I like her, you know, I like how she acts, you know, the way her personality, quite nice, you know. She's very well, you know what, yeah, Rabu is very cool. So, you know, maybe one day they will make Rabu playable, which I hope they do. So yeah. Now I don't have much about to say but she's alright, which is why she's going in the Restless Egg section. Yeah. I mean, honestly, we could probably, you know, increase TV production, you know, make a few more children with her. Could definitely increase the workforce by a lot. So yeah, I also don't have much to say about Shinon other than the fact that she has big titties, and honestly, yeah, I'm definitely gonna be using those titties quite a lot, and I would very much like to be between those thighs. Very much would be cuddly and very soft, especially when I, you know, hold her tightly. So she's definitely going in Restless Eggs. I'd probably use her titties as a pillow though, so you know, she's alright though. I like the design of her eyes. They kind of look like they have arrows coming out of them, or like arrows in the in her eyes. But yeah, she's alright. You know, she has quite the under boobs, but you know, she's alright with me. Kuroko. You see, I love Kuroko a lot, you know. Despite her being from another timeline, I would very much treat Kuroko like my wife. You see, Kuroko is definitely wife material. I'd very much plap Kuroko every day, every week, every month, and every year. And I will do continually to do this until Kuroko has a large enough wolf pack. I love Kuroko a lot, you know. Her cute, fluffy ears just make me want to pounce on her and give her nuzzles on not just her neck, but her back, her boobs, thighs, cheeks, and butt. And I'm going to continue to do so until I leave enough hickeys on her body to let others know that she's mine and mine alone. I want to pound Kuroko a lot and hope that she drains me dry every single time until my cream turns clear, and only then will we rest for the day. I would very much be playing the house husband role for Kuroko. I will be cooking, cleaning, and doing the laundry for whenever she goes out doing her daily activities. I'd very much pamper and shower Kuroko in my love for her, not just mentally, but also physically, leaving not just hickeys, but make sure my cream is inside her every day before she leaves for the day. I would definitely go shopping with Kuroko, buying groceries with her, and spending lots of time with Kuroko very much until my lifespan runs out. And I would be sure to make sure I make enough love with Kuroko to make sure she would never forget me, and that way she can continue the legacy. Because you see, Kuroko has such good and wonderful childbearing hips, and I will definitely make sure that her motherly womb is always filled to the brim with my cream, and I will always make sure that she is wanting more until I am nothing more than bones, or even worse, dust. But hey, sooner or later I'll probably figure out a way to just commit mitosis and then just continue breeding with her, and you know, we can make a whole army of Kurokos to go rob the bank. You know, we could definitely rob an entire bank with me and Kuroko and a bunch of little Kurokos, because, you know, I'm going to be breeding with Kuroko just a ton, to be honest, because I really love Kuroko a lot, and, you know, I'm going to make sure Kuroko gets a lot of my cream, lots of my baby batter, and I'm going to make sure that she is always filled to the brim, no matter what, filled with my love. Now, next up, we have Akira. Now, Akira is very much cute. You know, she may hide her face behind a mask, but underneath that mask, yeah, we're smashing Akira, without a doubt. Yeah, whether or not she likes it or not, you know, she's really, you know, her legs are encased in this fucking tight ass pants. If I want to be honest, she kind of looked like she got the camel toe on her, but you know what? That's fine. We can correct her. You know, we can definitely give her more than one child. We're definitely going to give her a bunch of children, make sure she is, you know, very much pregnant. You know, she may be a master thief, but she's definitely going to be stealing this sperm of mine. So yeah, Akira definitely getting smashed. Now next up we have Akemi. Akemi is very much strong and would very much dominate me in bed and would very much pin me down as she takes all my sperm. So yeah, I'm not winning this one at all. Now next up is Professor Smug, also known as Professor Ninia. Very much cunny, very correctable. I am very much correcting this goddamn cunny. This cunny professor is very much getting corrected. I'm going to make sure I correct this cunny professor so much that she won't be able to think of nothing but being corrected. That's right. I'm going to make sure she's addicted to being correction and that she enjoys being corrected every day. I'm going to make sure Professor Smug is addicted to getting corrected every second, every day. Maybe I might leave a little, maybe one hickey. That's it. That's probably going to be on her neck, and that's it, because this professor that is nothing but cunny, honestly, I should be calling her Professor Cunny instead, deserves to be corrected no matter what. So next up, we have the three Demogrammagon girls. I believe this one is Ain, and then we have Soph, and then O'Hear. If I want to be honest, saying their names are actually quite hard, which is for that reason. They are very much going in the cunny tier, because, they are very much cunny. I think I've seen them a few times back in the past, where they somehow made it into feature trailers. But yeah, they are very much cunny. They very much will be deserving of correction. Or that I could probably just adopt them instead. They are very much cunny, but they are still adoptable. Very much would give them as much love as possible. So, yeah, that would very much work out. Next up, we have the Shupogaki twins, Hikari and Nozumi. So, without a doubt, they are both getting smashed. One is bratty, one acts like a kid, but you know what, they are very much correctable, very much smashable. So Highlander cunny, not that bad. So definitely getting smashed. Definitely gonna make sure they have a bunch of children, especially Nozumi, very cunny girl, very correctable. Gonna make sure she gets corrected a whole lot. Gonna give her the plap plap plap, gonna give her the boom boom boom, make sure she's filled up to the brim. So yeah, next up we have Suo. Now Suo is cute. I like her outfit quite a lot. Very much feels like the Highlander conductor, right? I hear that she has 2 eyes apparently. Oh, well, of course she has 2 eyes. Every human has 2 eyes. But I hear that she has one eye that's a different color than the other one. She definitely seems like the type that could definitely dominate me personally. So, she definitely is going to go in the dominate me tier. She could definitely drain me dry. Definitely probably not going to be able to live that one out. So, yeah, she's definitely winning this fight. Now, next up, we have Sumugi, who made an appearance during the iLive Alive event in Blue Archive a while back. Now, seeing her character, she seems quite the innocent person. But if you've seen behind her mask, she's actually quite the criminal. So for that reason, I am very much correcting her and making sure she knows her rights from wrongs. Now next up is everybody's blue-haired, blue eyes, hiding in your Wi-Fi, Hatsune Miku. In fact, Hatsune Miku has been around for a very, very long time, right? And the first ever song that actually got me into Hatsune Miku was a song released about 12 years ago called Snow Song Show. Now Snow Song Show is a really good song if you want to listen to it. It's really nice. It's really calm, right? But Hatsune Miku herself has been around for damn near decades at this point. Holy shit, she has been around for a very long time. Now sadly I did miss the Hatsune Miku event with the Blue Archive collab, so I don't have Hatsune Miku, right? So sad. I really wish I discovered Blue Archive a lot faster so I could get Hatsune Miku. So yeah, Hatsune Miku does have a ton of merch and is practically the world's best diva. Okay, maybe that's kind of arguable, but still, Hatsune Miku has been around for years and years, and honestly, she has released banger after banger after banger. Now, obviously, Hatsune Miku is not an AI. Let's clear some misconception. Hatsune Miku is not an AI. She is a voice bank, also known as a Vocaloid, alright? There are many Vocaloids, and if it weren't for Hatsune Miku, I actually would have never found out about Ado, right? I may have found about Ado back a long time ago, back in 2018, but if it weren't for Hatsune Miku, I would have never found out about Ado, and I would have never found out that she also likes Hatsune Miku. So there's one thing that we have in common. We like Hatsune Miku. Now I do wish I could probably get a Hatsune Miku plushie, but I don't know where to buy them. Truth be told, I actually hold 0 Hatsune Miku merch and I hold 0 Hatsune Miku plushies. So I'm really kind of fucking broke on Hatsune Miku at the moment because I have nothing related to Hatsune Miku. Alright, I really do wish I could buy a plushie. I don't know where. I should probably ask the subreddit for where I can buy Hatsune Miku plushies because I really would like to buy one plushie at least, because Hatsune Miku is really just so cute, so lovable. I mean, she's been around for years and years and has met many people and met many collabs. So you know what, Hatsune Miku is a definite smash because she holds a lot of sentimental value to me, and also because she's been around for a long time in my life. So yeah, Hatsune Miku definitely a smash. You know, she can't be passed up whatsoever. She's going in the Restless Eggs tier merely because she is absolutely cute. She is absolutely lovable, and I will continue to love Hatsune Miku for as long as I can, at least, you know. Now, Hatsune Miku has had many, and I mean many, outfits and variations of her. And if you want to know, one of my favorite variations of her is her Ichino Sakura Blossom outfit, also known as Senbon Sakura. I really like that song, to be honest. It's a really good song, man. I really like the outfit. It really goes well with her, especially with the theme of the song. So, you know, very cute, very hot, right? Now, obviously, her classic, original, you know, design is obviously still a, you know, it's a classic, right? It's the first thing that started with Hatsune Miku, obviously, right? Now, I did hear that they are making a Hatsune Miku movie, or rather a Project Sekai movie, and looking at the outfit alone in her, you know, Project Sekai form, holy shit, it looks good. And honestly, I don't think I've been this, you know, excited about a Hatsune Miku outfit in a long time, especially when it's literally her movie design. So I'm excited for whenever that movie comes out, and I literally cannot wait for it to come out. Honestly, she looks so cute, so lovable. I just want to put my hands through the screen and just cuddle her like crazy, because that's just how cute and lovable Hatsune Miku is, man. Now, next up, we have Misaka, who comes from the anime called A Certain Magical Index. If you have not watched the series or even read the series, you should definitely go do it. Honestly, very good, you know, story to read and watch. I like Misaka quite a lot, if I want to be honest. I've had a crush on her for a very long time back then, literally way back then. Found her very much cute. Found her kind of like a comfort character, kind of, right? But Misaka definitely smash. So, you know, yeah, that's where she's gonna go. Now, next up, we have Ruriko. Ruriko, very cute. I like her childish type of, you know, the way she acts is kind of childish, but it's also kind of funny. Kind of brings into some new life when it comes to an intense anime that kind of like A Certain Magical Index. I like Ruriko quite a bit. I find her very funny. Certainly does bring in some bright moments whenever, you know, shit happens. She's very funny, very cute. I like her. I like the design that they give her in the game. You know, she was part of the Railgun collab, if you guys didn't know. But pretty much you can't obtain her. She was pretty much the free character that you'd get from the event. So, you know, sadly, I don't think they're gonna do a rerun of the event. So, you know, if you missed it, you missed it. Sorry. Now, next up, we have Misaki. Now, Misaki is very cool, very yellow, in my opinion. Her Esper ability is quite interesting, especially since her ability is called Mental Outs, which can pretty much include mind control. Meeting her in game really felt funny and really felt nice seeing her again. Very much she would drain me dry though with her mental ability. With her Esper ability, she would very much make sure that I have nothing left, and I would very much be drained dry. Alright, this is Editor MegaGX here. If I want to be honest, I completely forgot that this video was supposed to release more than a few months ago. Yeah, if I want to be honest, I completely forgot about this video, and it has just been sitting in my archives for a very long time. Very sorry that it took so long. But yeah, this is the end of the video, at least updated for a while. I do plan on doing Blue Archive Smasher Pass 5 pretty soon, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye!